So you never actually made contact with the bank?
No, he was very frustrated about that. So finally he was like the hell with it.
Okay.
And we got Mom ready, and the two of them got in the car.
Did he untie her?
Yes.
Completely?
Completely, yeah.
So her hands and feet are no longer tied?
Yeah,
she's in the car with him, heading to the Bank of America in Waterbury?
That's correct.
Okay. Who's driving the car?
I believe she was driving the car.
Okay.
So they left at about 9 o'clock. I went down to check on Dad. He was still sitting downstairs fine.
Okay.
I had gone upstairs and I checked on the older sister. She had needed to go to the bathroom, so I untied her and let her go to the bathroom, then retied her in the same position that she was in.
Okay.
Asked her if she wanted water, and she said no. And then went into KK's room and again sat down and we were talking about just shooting the shit, I guess, just to pass time.
And how old do you think KK is?
Somewhere between 14 and 16, probably.
And the other sister you thought was how old?
Between 18 and 19.
Okay, so KK, obviously she told you her nickname or whatever is KK, or you made that up?
No, that's the name that both her sister and her mother referred to her as.
Okay. So you're talking to KK about just general things?
Yeah, just like school and summer plans and stuff like that, or what her summer plans are. Obviously not mine.
Right.
And one thing led to another, and I ended up performing oral sex on KK.
You performed oral sex on KK?
On KK.
Did you do that while she was tied?
Yes.
Was it against her will?
Her hands were tied, but her feet weren't.
Was it against her will, or is it something you talked her into? How did that go?
It started off as against her will, and like she wasn't like resisting or anything, so I just kept doing it.
Okay. And did she reciprocate to you?
No. After about 5 minutes or so, I had let her get dressed again, but before she did that, she asked if she could take a shower in the master bedroom shower.
Okay.
Which I was fine with.
Now, you said you let her get dressed again. How is it she came upon being undressed? Because you originally said she was dressed.
Yeah, I used a pair of scissors and had cut her shirt off and her skirt off.
Was that for the purpose of having sex with her, or was there another reason you did that?
For the purpose of having sex.
Okay.
My purpose wasn't to have actual sex with her, just oral sex.
So you're saying you didn't have intercourse with her?
That's correct.
But you performed oral sex, is what you said?
Yeah.
But you would cut her clothes off for that purpose?
Yes.
Okay. Did you take pictures of her?
I did, yes.
With?
My camera phone.
Camera phone and your cell phone?
Yeah.
Okay, so okay. Go ahead. So then you let her take a shower in the master bedroom, reclothed her. It's okay.
She still had her pillowcase on her head.
Were you performed oral sex upon her? Her face was still covered?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I had ejaculated on her stomach, and that's why she wanted to take a shower.
Okay, you ejaculated on her stomach while you were performing oral sex on her?
After the fact.
By what method?
The maid.
with your hand?
Yes.
So she did. You did not force her to do that to you. You did it.
I did it on my own.
Okay. So then that's why you allowed her to take a shower.
Yeah.
Okay.
I asked her if she wanted to take a shower. She's like, "Yes, please." She said, "Yes, please."
Did you let her take a shower without the pillowcase?
Yes.
Recover your face at that time?
I had recovered my face.
So she still had never seen you at this point?
That's correct.
Okay.
So she went to a shower. When she was done, she came back in her room, and I stepped out of her room so that she could get dressed.
Okay.
And I went and checked on her older sister. And I started to go downstairs to go and check on the father, realizing that he was all the way in the basement, and the KK wasn't restrained at all. So I sort of backed up and stood outside the hall until she was done, and we came in, and she sat back down on the bed, and I retied her feet.
So she no longer, her face is not covered at this point, but yours is, so she can't see you still, so you retire.
I retired her, and I left her pillowcase off as well.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the only thing at that point was tied was just her feet.
Did you restrain her back to the bed?
Her feet were, not her hands, so.
Her feet were tied to the bed.
To the bed.
So she couldn't get up and walk out?
No.
Okay. Go ahead. So.
I then went downstairs to check on the father. And during this whole time, Steve kept calling me and giving me updates about where they were and what they were doing.
Okay, so while you're having sex with the youngest girl, performing oral sex and so forth, Steve and the mom are still out to the bank.
Yes.
And you check on the older daughter. Did you have any sexual relations with her?
No, I didn't.
Okay. So they're still out. Now he's calling you for what reasons?
More of, the conversation was weird because it was more like he was having a conversation with himself. Like he was talking like he was talking to me. However, it was more a show or it came across as more of a show for the mom.
What was he saying?
Things like so far everything's going well, and she knows he was like, she knows she's very well aware of the fact that she needs to comply or things can go very badly.
So he's on his way to the bank trying to convince her to take the money?
Yeah, it seemed more like he was trying to convince her than updating me about anything.
Okay. Did he ask you at that time anything about pictures? I recall you said something about a picture.
No. Those were from my own personal use.
Okay. So he didn't ask you to send him that picture? You took those pictures for yourself?
That was...
Okay. So he's trying to convince her that this is real and take the money and there won't be any problems. But he's calling you kind of a little bizarre.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
I was also a little curious because they made it back so quickly. I was under the understanding that they were going to go all the way out to Waterbury and use the bank out there because it wasn't the mom's primary bank.
Oh. Okay. Which they may have. I'm not sure what bank they actually use.
However, they were back very quickly. So I'm not sure which Bank of America they actually did go to.
Did he get the money?
He did come home back to the house with the money. He and the mother walked in through the sunroof door back, and he had the money in his hands in what do you call those things?
Envelopes?
The envelopes, money envelopes.
Bank envelopes?
Yeah.
Like that said Bank of America?
Bank of America.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many do you think?
4 or 5.
4 or 5?
There was a stack of them.
Did you actually see the money?
I didn't actually see the money itself. No, just like bank envelopes.
Okay.
I had actually reached for them and sort of yanked them away from me and put them in this bag that he had been putting little odds and ends of jewelry.
Where'd you get the bag?
From the